What is going on? This is Sam from Physique, checking in with the guys. You guys are doing well, doing terrific, and we are back with another video. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about something that's very, very important. Just important because one, I'm going through that phase right now, which is fat loss. If you haven't seen previous videos, I'm currently on an 8-week cut that I'm doing. And as promised in previous videos, I'm going to be sharing a lot of things, a lot of subjects, a lot of topics that might be confusing for a lot of people. And one of those big topics is, what is the best cardio for fat loss? I get that question all the time. Instagram DMs, comments in YouTube video. So I feel like today's video, let me answer that question. Not only am I going to answer that question, I'm going to tell you what kind of cardio that I'm doing, what you should do depending on your situation or your goal in terms of fat loss. And also I'm going to be taking you guys through what my current full leg training looks like, mobility and all that stuff. So without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. Of course, you know the drill. BPM flight on deck. Link in the description. Fuck with your boy. Let's get started. But first, a quick Physique update.
Call me Bucky, niggas lucky that I'm innocent.
That is what we're currently looking like right now, and right now I am hovering about 214. I started this cut this past week at 217, and now we are at 214. So of course the first week or so, it's not going to be anything crazy. You're not going to see a significant amount of fat loss, mostly weight loss, a lot of water retention. Edema comes down because you're eating less carbs, you're expending more calories. That is one of the reasons why. I mean, you expend more calories, and no, the first couple of weeks is not going to be weight loss. So this is weight loss actually start. So we went through weight loss, and again, weight loss is not the same thing as fat loss. They're both different. So we are getting into that fat loss phase right now. And as I said in previous videos, it's 8 weeks. It's a mini cut. It's aggressive in nature. So I'm looking for average about a pound to 2 pounds per week. Quick, get in, get out, and move on to other goals. That being said,
if I didn't have no mogos, I'd be menacing. How about nigga rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he from the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of bitches but they still respect the women? He still rollin' this Sonata, he just got the windows tinted. Homie stab me in the back and that can never be forgiven. And my palms been itching, man, I like the superstition.
First, calf pump. So I like to do this before legs. One, let's be honest, most people don't really do calves after your leg is already fried. So getting this out of the way first helps, and of course kind of helps with having like a better ankle dorsiflexion too. Next on deck, leg curls. And again, the same reason why I do leg curls before main quad movement. It's the same thing I do. The same reason why I do calves, just because again, it's not going to limit my performance when it comes to a heavy quad day. I get them out of the way. I'm not saving it to the last, and by the time I save it to the last, my legs are already fried. My half acid or my not have enough energy to actually give it my all. But doing this, we're doing leg curls first, allows me to get out of the way, give it my all, and not have it be the limiting factor when I get to quads. Videos about cardio, but I'm trying to share as many tips as possible when it comes to legs. So one of the things that I learned from Squad University, especially something that was added to my pain, is where I execute my squat, right? So normally before I get in, I rack. But before I even rack, my lower back, my spine is in an extension. So I'm not keeping like a neutral spine. So one of the cues that I do before I even on rack is when I get under, my torso, I brace when I get underneath the bar, then I unrack it. So I get under the bar, get in, tuck in, stand up, about 3 steps, drive my knee out, up, drive knee out, up. That's how I execute squat. And cue pro tip, if you're bracing your core properly, you should still be able to have a conversation. Drive my knee out,
a couple minutes. Tryna low bump me, my cojones to the big ass. Bitch, I get high.
Let's talk cardio. So first, before we decide what kind of cardio is best for fat loss, is cardio even necessary for you when it comes to achieving fat loss? No. So I made a post the other day on Instagram talking about one of my clients that just competed this past weekend, Max, which he did great, by the way. Max competed and he did not do a single cardio session. Get close to a step mill, treadmill, run, nothing. All we track was step count. But Max is an outlier because he has a high metabolism and he can go through and is very active. So we just use his activity or his NEAT level, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, to aid us in that fat loss. So no, you don't need cardio to achieve fat loss if you're a very active person. Of course, you're gonna have to drop your calories to make sure you are expending or reducing energy somehow, because essentially that's what's gonna get you through a fat loss goal. It's all about energy balance, right? It's either you increase your energy input, aka food, or you increase your energy output, aka steps or cardio. So you don't need actual cardio to achieve fat loss.
Bitch, I get, bitch, I get, bitch, I get. Let me meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah, bitch, wait, grew up in.
So for the rest of us that need to do cardio to achieve fat loss, this might be the best video for you guys. So my recommendation when it comes to cardio is LIST. My first choice will always be low intensity state cardio, meaning keep your heart rate around zone 2. Use the Maffetone method. And Maffetone method essentially is like 180 minus your age and your heart rate. If you hold your hand on a treadmill, use that as your tracker. Don't change it. If you use a watch, that's perfectly fine. Whatever measure that you use to track your heart rate, keep that consistent. You want to stay in that zone 2. And the reason why it's beneficial is because, one, recovery. Compared to something like a HIIT, for instance, if you do HIIT, let's say you go outside, you go for sprints, it might just be very, very hard to recover from. Anti-HIIT or pro LIST, but I recommend LIST for my clients just because you can recover from it.
In the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen or a TV dinner plate. Made a couple dollars, so I probably get the steak. Going out at John and Venice, I told Quinn and I'll be late. Ay, I'm so epidemic, I'm a causing epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, still feeling like bitch, I get high. Bitch, I get high like rock. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like
I'll answer the question, what is the best cardio for fat loss? The best cardio for fat loss is a cardio that you can sustain, just like the diet that you are doing. The best diet for fat loss is a diet that you can sustain and you're not, just eliminating like a single, macronutrients. And if you do want to do that, if you want to do keto does not make you achieve fat loss. Caloric deficit make you achieve fat loss. And to achieve caloric deficit, like I said earlier, you need to adjust your energy balance. You want to increase your output, aka cardio, steps, NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, add in additional cardio. That is what causes fat loss. And I know a lot of times in a lot of bodybuilding shows, you hear things like coaches saying like, no, do Stairmaster, don't do treadmill. Yes, you might be exerting a lot of energy, but at the end of the day, you do not achieve fat loss because you want to Stairmaster. You achieve fat loss because you're expending a lot of calories. So my advice to you, if you're trying to achieve fat loss, is choose the cardio that you can do sustainably. So for me, for instance, right now, what I am doing to achieve my fat loss is, one, I don't really have the time to do a lot of cardio right now. So what I'm doing is actively increasing my step count, waking up early, going for like a 1 mile or 2 mile walk, an hour out, an hour back, just to make sure I'm ahead of my step count, because the rest of the day, I'm typically at the desk just doing things like this. Or maybe I used to get coffee maybe like 10 feet away. I'm gonna go a little bit further out to get coffee. Maybe I used to park somewhere. I'm parking a little bit further out just to make sure I achieve my fat loss. Again, I'm sedentary like most of you guys, so I'm just looking for ways to make sure I'm increasing my non-activity thermogenesis. Of course, I reduce my calories too, but in terms of actual quote-unquote cardio, traditional cardio, I'm not doing traditional cardio right now. All I'm tracking right now is just my step count. So there's not one singular best cardio for fat loss. One, just like any other nutrition, the best cardio for fat loss is something that you can definitely implement in your daily life and you actually sustain it for a long period of time. That is the video for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know if you have any questions when it comes to fat loss or any other video that you want me to bring to you guys while I'm going through this 8 weeks. And last but not the least, I'll still have that link below if you are trying to hop on the team, be a beta tester for the app that I'm creating. Like I said in the previous video, I'm creating an app. I want to build a community around an app that's gonna help you achieve your goal. It could be gaining lean tissue mass, it could be fat loss, whatever goal that you are trying to achieve, I want that app to be that one-stop shop for you. Anyways, that's the video for you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop it below. Sam from Fit, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.